Furious Driving, proud to be supported by Bidding Classics, the online classic car marketplace with more cars added every week. Diamond Bright, protecting, cleaning and caring for the Furious fleet and for yours with 10% off using code FD10. And Lancaster Insurance cover the Furious fleet. They are one of the biggest specialist insurers in the UK, covering all areas of vintage to modern classic cars and motorbikes. Follow the links in the description below.
Hello, welcome to Furious Driving. I'm here at GoItalia with Jamie, who is Mr. GoItalia.
How you doing, you alright?
And this is the little Fiat Punto, the 1994 oldest Punto in the UK apparently. Little L-Reg, March 94 built, 1.275 ELX. Anyway, Jamie here has been with Fiat's his entire working life.
Oh, sadly, I have.
Yeah.
Indeed, I have.
Apprenticed on them from young age.
Yeah, so straight out of school, straight obviously into apprenticeship at Waterbury, main dealer, and then we moved to Maidstone, and then obviously stayed with Alpha ever since. And then, oh God, what's it now? So 2010, started up on my own, and still glutton for punishment, I'm afraid.
Still loving the Fiats.
Yes, I've never had anything different. So all Italian cars. So yeah.
But you're saying when these came out, your job was to PDI these things. So you come in brand new off the truck.
Literally, yeah. These would have come straight from Italy. They're basically brought into the workshop to be PDI'd, which is obviously pre-delivery inspection. So to make sure everything's safe, works as it should do, drives as it should do before obviously the customer takes ownership of the vehicle.
So you've inspected and driven countless.
Probably hundreds, of them, because obviously the 176 that ran
94 to 98, 99.
Yeah. So and how many you obviously so it probably would. It'd be a probably good cut of 100, probably easy.
So yeah, so no one knows he's better than you. I think we'll count you as definitely an expert in these things.
Yeah.
So GoItalia, by the way, Italian car specialist here in Maidstone. So if you need Italian car work, Jamie is the man. But right, let's have a look. Let's get underneath the car.
See how good this car is.
Yeah. Right, so under the bonnet, I mean, it's astonishing how shiny and clean this thing is for a car that's pushing 30 years old, for one thing. But there is a bit of an oil dribble down the front here, which is a bit unfortunate. State of the battery first of all. It looks quite recent, that one.
It does look fairly recent.
It's a UASA as well, so it's quite...
Probably Euro special.
Yeah. A decent brand at least.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, great.
Apparently, we'll do another test, hang on.
Bad and replace. Oh, come on.
So yeah, so see how that goes.
We'll see how it goes. To be fair, it cranks really well and doesn't have a problem.
That's picking off. That's either a bad cell that's picking up.
So shopping list, battery. We'll keep an eye on that. It might fail in the near future. We'll keep an eye on that one.
Right.
So yeah, what we got?
So we've got obviously factory brake pipes that are still original. Even got the sticker, part number sticker on that one.
Oh, I love that.
Obviously, one's been replaced.
Oh, that one.
The copper one,
yeah. That's interesting.
So you got literally, you got these are all literally one use only. Factory clips.
Yep.
They're all intact, original. So all original pipe work.
So that means it's not had a front end impact at any point. Nothing.
No, so that radiator's never been
taken out.
Like detached from.
Yeah.
Because even if you was look underneath the thermostat has been replaced.
Oh, okay.
At some point, obviously you can see the Jubilee clip.
Oh yes, it's not factory anymore there.
So yeah, so that's obviously which on these is not uncommon to have a thermostat.
No, to be fair.
Time belt covers all loose.
Oh yes, it's
the two
broken.
eyes. So the two eyes, one there. That obviously these bolts there and there.
Yeah.
That should be obviously attached.
But it's not an interference timing belt, is it though? So
no, you can literally cut them while they're running.
It'll be fine.
Literally line it back up and then
off it goes.
Away you go again, yeah.
Good old fire engine.
Yeah, it's because one of my old trainers back in the day up at Slough used to challenge anyone, as long as it's got water in it and oil in it, I'd challenge anyone to blow that engine up.
Did anyone?
And no, I don't remember any. Obviously, a few air gaskets, but no actual
physical damage.
No grenading, nothing nothing.
So
like
again,
that.
new head gasket and away you go. And
Yeah, that's it. Literally, yeah.
Yeah. So there's oil around the front.
So like the oil, very common. That'd be your rocker cover gasket.
Would that be the original gasket on that? Do you reckon?
I very much doubt. To tell if it's original, there'd be a little lug on the back here.
Oh, okay.
But that hasn't got it, so...
Okay, so it's not an original.
No, it's definitely not original.
It's making quite a mess. That's Rover T-Series levels of grime down the front of that. We'll get that cleaned up and then Can that just be retorqued sometimes, or is if you get lucky?
What's that? Sorry.
These little nuts here.
You tried nipping it up, but when the oil's already, because a lot of time it's probably more than likely it's where the rubber, the actual, it literally. Yeah, it's kind of gone like quite hard. It's not like supple.
Yeah. No, so it's not doing its job anymore.
Yeah, so.
But then it's not a big job, is it? I guess.
No, literally. Oh God, no! You can literally do them in like 20 minutes, start to finish. See if they. No, they are tight.
Quite tight.
Yeah. So it's not that. It'd be
new gasket.
New gasket. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. I like how easy that air filter is to do.
Oh, all the old Fiat, everything used to be so easy. You got a little clip under there.
Oh yeah. Job done. Yeah.
All in all, though.
It's quite stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, literally all the seams, factory seams, they're all good. No disturbing. Even all the bolts hit the front here.
Yeah, so they've
never been disturbed.
Which is great.
So it's definitely not had a front end, but from what you can see, it's definitely all original seams.
Wow. I'm amazed at how good these inner wings are, the condition of them as well.
It's
amazing.
So literally, another giveaway as well. Obviously, these are factory stickers. These would have been obviously applied in the factory.
Yeah, and no one's ever going to.
And they're literally you can buy them, but a lot of obviously body shops don't bother. So that again.
Oh, okay. So
you got a bump stop.
Yeah.
That's obviously starting to detach from the actual top mount.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This would obviously normally have gone round over the top of it.
Yeah.
So that would be, but obviously that's...
Is that just age perishing?
As it's disintegrating, which, in all fairness...
Do you reckon that's the original shocks on there?
I don't think they are.
No, oh, okay. So...
I'll say no.
No, okay.
But 100% original springs.
Look at that yellow.
So yeah, so from the factory, all the springs would have like a daub of paint on them.
Okay, yeah, and that marks them out as factory Fiat.
Yeah, and I've found as well, the spring, like almost of this era, you don't replace them.
No.
They're still much...
It's better quality, isn't it?
100% better quality back then. And they just don't... All the modern stuff, the guards literally fit 159s, Giuliettas, especially like Mitos, Puntos.
All the time.
I'll do them every week. Every week
So
I'm doing springs.
you've got 124 you've got waiting for a customer.
Yeah, basically that's all sorted in the end. So that was a Fiat 124 a Bath, or say a Bath 124. Not available in the UK. The customer was obviously on a deadline he's driving to Italy. The earliest I would have got the spring, you have to buy a pair as well from Italy.
Yeah.
I'll get him on the 26th. He was driving down to Italy on the 27th.
The chance of them arriving and
on the time, they never do, and they will never.
No.
I'll be very surprised if they turned up when they should have done. So basically, in the end, even though IBAC supply Abarth Fiat the springs, IBAC can't sell the Abarth spec spring to the public.
So they've got to go through Fiat.
They must go through Fiat. So they've got stock, but Fiat have got no UK stock. So you have to order it from Italy, which can take at the moment, because of obviously Brexit, you're looking at sort of like 15, 20 days sometimes for anything coming from Italy. Yeah, so in the end, the customer was quite happy then to lower the car. Only, I think it's 15 mil and 20 mil. So yeah, it's not a great deal. And he was actually he actually messaged me. He was actually happy.
Oh,
it looks a lot better. It drives nice. So yeah, so literally
he was happy in the end.
Win-win in all. But then that's just down to supply. It's just and that has never really changed. So yeah, but a little bit graunchy on the steering rack itself.
Oh, let's listen. Oh yeah, you don't notice that when you're driving it though.
No, you don't feel. But when we literally went and had a quick listen to that noise, you can't physically feel it or hear it. But obviously there's a bit of roughness in the steering rack. Obviously on these they're pretty bog standard rack. They're not hydraulic. They're just a sealed unit.
Okay, so it's not a difficult thing to change.
No. Literally they're quite easy to do.
What would you reckon the book time would be on that for
a factory book time?
Yeah.
Well, without alignment, it will probably be. I want to say probably about 1.1 hours, if that. Basically, we've got to be careful as well. These pipes sit really close.
They touch it.
Yeah, so they literally always make sure there's a bit of an air gap there because you will get obviously mud, obviously build up there, obviously water and mud.
And then it's going to start corroding.
Any nice rusty brake pipes.
Just what you want. But this is where the corner I was worried about, because you can smell petrol when you fill it up.
Yeah, there's definitely like a whiff of petrol there. Ball bearings nice and quiet.
That's good.
Obviously, some obviously has been in here because like.
Oh yeah, cable ties on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that obviously would need to have a little look at that.
Yeah, that side has not that side. That side's had some welding done to it for the last MOT.
So, yeah. So you can see obviously where obviously someone's toshed loads of black.
Yeah. Apparently it was a really small hole, like a bung hole with a rubber bung in it. The rubber bung fell out. It went rusty, and because it now had a rough edge rather than a smooth edge, it was an MOT fail. Which is madness, but they plated it and did it.
Yeah, I don't think the filter obviously looks like they've done a fairly good job.
Yeah, from this angle, it looks alright.
Same again, factory
springs again, which is good. It's amazing how little play and everything is for a car that's been living on the road for 30 years.
So a slight little bit of perishing on the
okay, yeah.
brake pipe.
Oh, that's all right.
But that again, that's at least a year. Oh, I don't know.
What's that
so
wire?
basically, that's your brake wear sensor. That's that. It's all obviously gone green in the copper.
Yeah.
Swinging in the air as such.
It's never going to flash.
No. Yeah, that again, obviously the same inside the
plastic. This is not.
You can see obviously a bit of the bump stops. Still inside.
Oh yeah. So that will still do some job, maybe. If it,
it'll still do. Yeah, it's still literally it'll still do half a reasonable job. Yeah.
Does need a bit of a clean up underneath, doesn't it?
Yeah, you just got to be careful. Like keep trying if you can. Obviously, if you've got these, get down. Obviously not with a screwdriver. Ideally, you've got a trim removing tool, and that way you won't obviously do any more damage.
Yeah, that gets all the.
But then you get all. You just start, and if you have got time when you have got a little bit of multi-purpose grease, just not loads. Because I used to be an MOT tester, and it used to piss me off when you used to get, especially like the older gentlemen, used to toss grease all around their pipes. But then you'd have to wipe the grease off to inspect it. But if you just put like just a little,
like a smear.
Yeah, literally just literally around the pipe, around the actual unit, and that way it just future-proofs it. So,
the old way was to just layer up, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, literally. Oh, and then wheel bolts. If you actually look on a lot of wheel bolts, they say they're obviously not to lubricate.
Oh yeah.
They used to get so many cars. Literally, there'd be like half a pot of grease on each bot, and you're taking them out, and like you're getting absolutely covered in grease.
Yeah. I always make sure I don't black my tyres for an MOT or take.
Oh no, that's a quick
thing, isn't it?
Quick way to test her off, yeah. They're like. So
what we've got under here then? It's more
solid.
Wow, yeah. That's amazing, isn't it? All good?
Good.
What those anti-roll bars? They're a bit. Oh, are they? Oh yeah.
No, they're obviously
a little bit pierced on the edges.
Yeah, they're still doing their.
They're still tight, aren't they?
Yeah. A little bit perish, but yeah, they're still. There's
no movement though.
There's no knocking, don't you know?
Which is the main thing, isn't it? So. Those are some original factory clips on the CV boots and things.
They look like factory ones.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you actually look, that's an original. Still got the part number. So the little symbol there. If you come around this, so that little symbol there, obviously is the Fiat.
Oh yeah, their own logo.
Yeah. So if you see that anywhere stamped, then that's genuine. And that's obviously for future reference. That's still part number 7715924.
I'm just blown away. That's an original part on it.
Yeah. That again, the rubber and the steel. It makes me sound so old. But the rubber and the steel back then.
It's so good.
Yeah. Well, see, steel they used on the bodies, not so much, but they're still on the springs.
In the components.
And the rubber. But you think, yeah, that's nearly 30-year-old.
Yeah, that's just amazing, isn't it? And it's still supple, no.
Yeah, it's not even cracking. It's no.
It's amazing.
And then that again, still factory. So 100% that radiator's never been out.
That's amazing, isn't it? And it works as well, because I've been stuck in the M25 in bad traffic. I'm a bit surprised at the state of the oil sump and the gearbox end cap, because they're all kind of
so there's obviously sumps on these are notorious, so they'd get a little bit of pepper in, obviously from the road. Normally look at the backside.
Like you.
like new, and then you sort of spin back round to the front, and it looks like it's just been pulled out of like the sea. So they get obviously peppered. Obviously, not a very good paint coating from the factory.
Did you replace many of these in the dealers?
Yes, we was replacing. Basically, our workshop was 7 ramps, 3 bays. So we was probably doing in the height, probably about at least 10 a week.
Oil sumps?
All sumps, just sumps alone, yeah.
Under warranty would that be?
Some were under warranty, a majority wouldn't have just probably been just out of warranty, because it's possibly the same company that supplied the sumps, because they're only pressed steel.
Yeah.
The same company that supplied the Fiat Cinquecento, the fuel tank. So basically Fiat used to put an order in for 500 tanks, and then basically say, oh, we don't want them right now, we just want, like, say, like 100 now, we'll have 100 in like a few weeks' time. So basically these tanks were obviously welded together, obviously pressed, then welded together, and then sat outside on racks, which obviously allowed them to
outdoors, unpainted.
Outside, like obviously somewhere in Italy, and they sort of start the surface rust. Then as soon as Fiat go, yep, we need another 100 tanks, they're painted over the rust and then sent out. Obviously it looked fine, but then within 5 or so years, customers coming in with, like, obviously smells of fuel, or smells really strongly of fuel, the seam would already started to rot out. And then I think in Europe they've had a few that failed and obviously dropped half the tank.
Just dropped it
and
off.
obviously being a metal tank, it sparked, ignited.
That's not good.
No, not very. And that's probably one of the only recalls that the Italians, obviously, obviously Fiat, basically kind of owned up to, and actually put an official recall in for them. So, but they were just metal tanks again.
Yeah,
probably come from the same place,
same factory, same pressing plant.
Yep. So, aftermarket.
Oh, okay.
Downpipe.
Yeah.
Aftermarket, obviously flexi.
Oh, so that's failed at some point.
Looks original.
Original cat.
Original cat.
Yeah, the rust on it.
Yeah. So that's obviously aftermarket.
Yeah, that's quite recent, isn't it, that one?
Yeah. Aftermarket again.
Yeah.
Slightly perishing.
Oh yeah, the rubber hanger.
The rubber hanger's starting to go.
The interesting thing,
very common as well, the little
how's
cover.
Is that glue in or something?
That's just like bonded in. So so literally when you get 5 minutes, take the spare wheel out, sealer, and then just put it in, put like something, like a brick or something on top of it, just to hold it in place, and then that again. But that again,
original
factory spring.
That's amazing. The shocks look easy to do, don't they?
The shocks are easy. Yeah. You've got enough obviously room.
Yeah.
You can't obviously get an air gun in there, but you can get obviously like a big old ratchet in there. Yeah. The bushes obviously are perishing, but they're still solid. Yeah. So it is crazy how
it's like so good, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just, if you was to dip this in like a big vat of crust or something, you literally just do it all in one go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
the little short flexes are still good.
Yeah. I see them. Underseal's just flaking off. That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah. So, and you've got obviously the fuel filter, which was, they started phasing the fuel filters out,
which seems crazy to me.
Well, it is ridiculous. It's so silly.
Bigger problems later on. Sure.
So yeah, so obviously the fuel, you can tell it's not been done for a while because the oxidisation on the washers.
Yeah.
So this would still be rusty. The uni and the banjo joint.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's part of the car, isn't it?
But if they were nice fresh washers, you'll be able to tell it's been.
Yeah, so maybe get that done.
Not done for a little while.
No.
A little bit of seal damage where someo's jacked up with a very small jack head, or it's slipped possibly.
Maybe.
But generally,
it's not bad, is it? Yeah, it's surface rust, but I'm astonished because
you'd think it's a lot more. It should, in theory, be a lot worse.
It shouldn't have a floor.
No,
because it's around this kind of area here, isn't it? The front panels.
Yeah, so that again, this would have been obviously supplied.
Yeah, same people.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, it's literally, but you can see the difference of the quality of.
Yeah. Can this be? No, it can't be dropped out easy, can it?
You can drop it. You can if you want. It's not literally. It's under the bottom ball joint, and then you got the bolts, and you can drop that all at one. Obviously to split the exhaust, but you can literally.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. So obviously the underside of this repair.
Yeah, they've not quite got that to the edge, have they?
So you can see.
Oh no.
So where the original bit of metal would have finished in the actual silicone, you can just about make it out. So that should really follow that contour. That should be obviously cinched back in.
He's whacking it with a hammer, might break stuff.
But yeah, the fact that that's rotted, that's a little bit of rust still there.
So I see, so
you might have to fabricate
a little corner.
You might be able to stretch that back a little bit with a dolly, like dolly and a hammer, and then possibly get another seal repair,
maybe,
and then make, obviously kind of cannibalise it a little bit and make good.
Maybe, but so that should be
down to the outside edge on the outside.
So if you
as well.
look at this side, it's all pinched. It's all like the same.
Yeah. That's not bad, is it?
No, it's remarkable how clean it is. Not clean, but it's remarkable how well.
Yeah, how it survived.
Yeah.
That is just amazing.
See, subframe, good. So even like tank straps.
Yeah.
That's just surface. Like they just need cleaning up and.
Yeah, it's just more the same, isn't it? It's just rub it down, wire brush it, whatever.
I bet you've probably got shares in crust and rust treatment.
Well, I was to go and buy several gallons of built Hamber rust proofing stuff.
Yeah, the springs are all. Yeah, so literally, the springs. They don't look obviously appealing, but
they're still good metal, aren't they?
Yeah, still doing their job. Obviously, that little bump stop, little pan, that's obviously missing that side.
Oh, yeah, so it is, yeah.
But yeah, generally,
it's not bad, is it?
No, it ain't. Not when you consider 29 years of age.
No, that's just amazing.
But all like the fuel lines, they're all still good.
Yeah, is that plastic?
Yeah, they're all plastic. Yeah, they'd be plastic. Yeah, they would have been plastic from new. But where they should be.
Yeah.
Brake lines, all good.
Yeah.
Obviously, they do disappear over the top of the fuel tank.
Yeah.
And reappear.
Yeah. It's full of rust, isn't it? And the dead area you can't get to.
Oh, the Mercs and Taurus. What goes on above them fuel tanks?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It is good.
That's amazing. Astounding.
So yeah, so someone's obviously where they've replaced the pipe up there, they've joined it.
Okay, yeah, to that point.
So that's obviously that is a factory join there anyway.
Yeah.
But obviously that's a little bit of copper.
Oh,
I don't know why they've chopped that bit out. So unless there might have been a little rusty section.
It could have been. Maybe on the clamp, because that happens sometimes, doesn't it? Where it's going through the clamp, it'll rub and hole. Fantastic. It is amazing.
It is.
I've looked at it on the jack, but you don't really get a proper look at stuff on the jack, do you?
No, you can't. You literally, with it up in the air, the amount of customers, if I had £1 for every, if I had even 50p for every time customers, I've never noticed that, or I've not seen that dent before. As soon as the car's in a different position, you start seeing, you see a completely different perspective of that.
I didn't spot the little rust spots on the Alpha's front wing until it was on the ramp.
Yeah, that's it. As soon as it gets to like that level, you're like kind of like,
from? Yeah.
Oh no, God.
I've polished this car so many times, I've never seen that.
Yeah, literally, it's always the way. So it's obviously had a little bit of wax oil in this corner.
On the same on the other side?
No, not this side. That's all. But then it's got looks like a scrap yard. It's breaker's yard.
Oh,
which says Punto Mark I.
Oh, good.
Front
right car.
Lights. So yeah.
I'm guessing without any other damage around it, probably like a stone
that would have just like straight through the lens, because where on these the lenses are very flat. Obviously they taper off, around, but they are very flat. So
and they're so low on
anything that hits it, even if it doesn't have to be a big stone, it's like a dead blow. It just literally could just hold straight through the lens.
And it's proper glass as well.
Yeah, it is glass. Yeah, there's no.
So it will just drink. Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, tyres obviously wearing all nice and square.
Well, tyres are pretty brand new, to be honest.
Yeah. So you look for fuel leaks, obviously, but with your nose more than.
Yeah. I can smell a little whiff of it, but
yeah, not as strong. But there's no obviously stain. Sometimes you'll see if you'll have like kind of almost a watermark, like sort of staining, but it's nothing obvious on the underside of the tank. So that kind of says nothing to do.
It's probably not around that area. Not coming from on top, probably.
If we have a look.
Yeah.
I did have one in a few weeks back that was. Customer not long bought it, and obviously they'd clearly done a little bodge repair on it, and then sold it, and then the silicone, which all day long silicone's not going to seal up like pressurised fuel.
No.
Yeah, so he was obviously lumbered with the bill for a new sending unit. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Definitely a stronger smell.
Would it be any of the Jubilee clip things coming away?
Well, yeah. So there's a factory clip there. You've got obviously a Jubilee there.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
There's no signs of.
There's no like I said. There's no water. There's no staining. There's no like.
Yeah. So that'd be the filler itself coming from the filler tank down through that pipe.
Yeah. Basically, you've got the obviously
there.
fuel goes in there, runs down
Down that big
all
pipe.
the way down, and then obviously goes into the elbow. Obviously, that's
Into
obviously
the
part of
tank.
the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Then you've also got underneath there, you've got a little hole. So if you a little bit overzealous filling up the fuel, you get a little bit of obviously splash back.
Yeah.
That will dribble down this pipe, but obviously someone's for some reason they've ran that open over where it should be down and under.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the fact it's got zip ties, that's all been apart. Yeah, so
Someone's looking
that just needs to be
already.
Yeah, so possibly it just needs rerouting.
Okay, well, might that just be sitting in that overflow pipe and then just venting out as vapour at the top then?
It could be, but also you have a bit of a breather. This pipe here, that comes back round.
It's a bit muddy under there.
And that goes up onto the back side of the.
Oh, can't see it.
You won't be able to see it.
Oh,
I've literally just got my fingers on it.
Yeah, I think mine will clean.
The top side, there's a little vent there. But I think the best thing to do is obviously put a bit more fuel in it if you're obviously going to be using it, and then see then if there's anything obvious. Because sometimes, like I've had before, where as soon as you put fuel in it, obviously you're filling all this up. Obviously, fuel's going to sit obviously in there, and straight away you'll see, or you'll be stinking of fuel. Sort of
that's
thing.
when it has smelled worse, is when I've done a fill up on it.
So it could be something to do with this neck. It could be something to do with this neck.
Yeah. What's the square block? Is that like a?
That is just like a little baffle. That's like a little breather, like a little baffle. It's like a charcoaly kind of filter thing in there.
Okay.
If I can remember, it's been a while
Stop
since
it breathing back through it or something.
But yeah, it's obviously I suppose to filter out a little bit of that petrol smell. But if you, not to worry you.
Oh, go on. But I'm always worried when someone says not to worry me.
We've got obviously repairs in the previous repairs here.
Well, I don't know if I call that repair or not.
Obviously that should be obviously attached.
Yeah, that's lost the bottom of that.
So if you look up,
yeah.
can you see the fiberglass?
Oh no! Don't say fiberglass. Isn't it just grass? It's just grass and mud.
No, that looks.
Oh no! Oh, don't push it! Don't break it!
That's definitely that's someone's obviously whopped a load of.
Fantastic. Oh good, at least I like welding. Oh my god, you can really see it just there, can't you?
Yeah.
Just there.
The weaves,
Oh damn, that's so obvious as well.
That comes all the way down.
Oh no.
To about there by the looks of it.
Oh no.
So that'll be a case of hooking, scraping all that out and having a look, see what's...
Yeah, God, I wonder how far back that goes.
But obviously do that after the MOT, don't you?
Well, luckily I had one I think in March.
Oh, right, okay.
I've got 9 months to sort that out.
But yeah, someone's obviously...
Or put mud over it.
Yeah.
Which I guess is how it happened last time.
Best thing to do.
And drive it through a farm.
Yeah, literally, put loads of all shit around there. Obviously the MOT won't stop digging in there. But he's got the right to refuse testing it though. Yeah. Which I have done in the past.
Oh, really? Because of the state of the car?
Oh yeah, where literally it's absolutely caked in and I'm like, mate, I'm not even, no.
I don't want to say it's a health hazard, yeah.
Yeah, go and clean it off, steam clean it all off. Because he never did come back, so I'm guessing similar sort of thing, that's the reason he's clearly, like, I would drive through like a slurry yard or something.
Yeah.
It was
just to hide something, yeah.
Yeah, it was,
No.
not nice. So obviously, so that
Oh no.
will need a little bit of further investigation.
Well, I knew that needed welding now. I was expecting to put like a panel there and then a lip on the bottom of it to have something to screw the bumper onto. But yeah, I wasn't planning on doing the inner wing as well.
But that game, bearing in mind the age of it, I think that's pretty.
Yeah, I'm getting off lightly.
That's still
a little bit of
remarkably
door panel surface just there to do as well. Oh well. Considering it's a 30-year-old car, that is, well, it could be worse, I suppose, than being one of my cars.
Oh, it's guaranteed, isn't it?
Gary, you know I'm going to find rust in it somewhere.
Fiberglass always comes back to find it.
Yeah. The proper old school bodge. Oh well. So it's a slightly noisy steering rack, but not one we can notice when we're driving it, so that's not a bad thing, I guess. Mysterious clunk seems to have gone away, so maybe that was just the spare wheels finally lodged itself in the boot.
Yeah, pop the boot. In the past, I've had silly things where customers have complained about saying, book the car in for like best part of 3 weeks. It's obviously been in a main dealer.
Yeah.
you go out to the car and there'd be like, I don't know, like a tin of beans that's literally clearly fell out there and it's just rolling around banging in the back of the car.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So, but that's literally...
Oh, actually, it's screwed down, isn't it?
Yeah, it's screwed down. There's a little bit of movement there. Are they yours?
No, it could be a lot worse though. We have found anything terrible in the back of a car?
Yep, well, few, not in the back. Best of luck, some people hide weird things under spare wheels. So part of the service is you take the spare wheel out to check the tyre pressure. And there's obviously things that people hide underneath spare wheels. So you basically find some really random stuff. Split wiper blade.
Oh yeah, I need to get you one of them actually.
Nothing to worry about really.
No, not in this weather anyway.
No, definitely not, no. Be nice to have a bit of rain.
Yeah, but no, it's not too bad. I'll get my petrol again now. Well, so now we've had a look in it, under it, all around it, taking it for a little drive. What do you reckon?
You've got to bear in mind it is a 29-year-old car.
Yeah.
It's definitely 100% a survivor.
Yep.
It's survived obviously on the UK roads.
Yeah, with all the salt and everything else.
Yeah, and with the potholes on factory springs, obviously new.
That's a good point actually. All of the state of our roads and those springs.
And they're still intact.
Yeah.
So that goes to sort of show how much the old steel they use in the old springs is far superior to what the chocolate they use nowadays on the springs. So, but yeah, pleasantly surprised, but quite proud of the little Fiat. In all fairness, it is survived. It's done extremely well for what it is.
It kind of shows how good Fiats really are, doesn't it?
It is. God, I can tell you, literally when I first started, we had a old shaped Panda in as a PDI, and going around it as you do, obviously the pre-delivery inspection, like I explained earlier, grease up the passenger door, shut the passenger door, and it was very more tinny than they normally sound. So sort of opened the door again, shut the door, and I was like, oh, it's like loose in the bottom of that door. I took the little, or I say door card, it literally was like a strip of like hardboard with a bit of fabric on it. Yeah. Took that off, looked down inside, and I kid you not, there was an empty 7-Up and an empty Pepsi can inside the door from a brand new car. That is British Leyland standard of... That is, but clearly on the production line they couldn't be bothered to, so they just whacked it in the door, banged the trim on, screwed the door handle on, and off it went to the UK. Back then, that was almost, you kind of just chuck it, like you get one bolt holding the seat in, the other 3 bolts were just thrown in the footwell. And that was, that was down to us to pick that up on pre-delivery and make it right. So, or you'd have bolts that are like clearly gone in absolutely on the cock, and they just leave it because obviously they ain't got stop the production. They haven't got time to obviously stop anything. So it's just carry on. They but the amount of bolts used to get launched in the footwells, and luckily if you could find them, if you couldn't find them, what do you do then? You go. Well, you have to either order them, or if the customer's wanting to collect the car the next day, then you've got to nick the bolts out of another car that's obviously not been checked yet, and then that goes out to the customer. So the customer doesn't know, but obviously but that's one of the things where the build quality was back then. It was shocking, but I've seen them literally at their worst, and now. But then the Puntos came in, and suddenly that's when they started. Yeah, it's kind of started turning around. Yeah, so the build quality was so much better, much better. Yeah, and it's a shame, obviously, not more have survived. But if they were all looked after, they proves they could have done. Yeah. That's amazing. I've now finally seen it properly underneath. Apart from that rear corner, I'm literally I'm under a lot of cars, and that is not that bad. That is not that bad by a long shot. I've seen a lot newer cars in a lot worse condition. It's just nice to see a 176 Punto still drives. Obviously, we just spun out up the road. Apart from the little annoying noise you're getting from the aftermarket downpipe. You're not a fan of that, are you? No. Apart from that. But where are you going to find another one of those exhaust? That's enough. It's going. I'd have to have a look. So I might even have something somewhere. Somewhere up in the stores. Yeah, there's literally. I've got lots of old stuff knocking around, but it's stuff. Oh, well, I'll use that one. That'll come in handy one day. Yeah. Actually, anyone that's buying, especially like same engines in the Fiat 500, slightly tweaked, but 5-speed manual, 1.28 valve. You can't go wrong. Yeah, you cannot go wrong. Safe as houses. Yeah, brilliant. All right, well, thanks, Jamie. That's brilliant. Thank you for your time. Thank you for poking underneath it and sticking some coolant in it. Cool. Any Italian cars? Fiats, Alfas, Maseratis, Lancias, anything else Italian? GoItalia.co.uk, goitalia.co.uk, and head them over to Jamie and we'll get it sorted out for you. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.